expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake this high off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing tone, people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I fade like a spirit, my vision kinda blurred. I'm feeling kinda woozy, I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurred, I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah, come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I'm feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine and I'm feeling fine.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Big Mike? What's going on with you?
What's going on? How you doing? Hey, it's good. How you doing?
I'm feeling blessed and highly favored. Blessed and highly favored, my brother. How are you?
Exactly. Hey, every day above ground is a good day for me. I can't complain.
My brother V always say that. Shout out to Photo V from Baltimore.
Oh yeah, definitely that. That's what's going on.
What's going on with you, Big Mike? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. You know, it's nice and hot. A lot of good weather. You know, we can get out here and actually do some things we couldn't do when we was trapped inside. I mean, you know, hey, like I said, any day you're here and blessed by God and still walking and talking, it's a good day. So anything that might go wrong in your life, hey, that's just minuscule of what's going on today. So if you're still here, you're blessed. You're good. I have no complaints.
Look at you dropping those gems. Dropping those gems early on.
None.
Man, I complained enough this year. I want to have a beautiful summer. The weather is gorgeous today. My face is sweating because it's like close to 90 degrees, I believe, outside. I got an air conditioner to my back. I got my fan blowing in my face. This is what happens when you get past like 35 years old. You start having these hot flashes and stuff like this all of a sudden. I remember one of my first jobs out of college. I was working with this older lady, and she was Caucasian. She was white. And I remember she was going through the change, and she would turn beet red, and she would literally, we sat in cubicles right next to each other, and she would literally be coming out of her clothes. And I remember us laughing and joking about it, and I was like, man, what?
Wow, yeah. I remember
I feel that pain.
Yeah.
So did you do anything interesting this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I checked out a couple of stores that was going up, you know, did a little window shopping. I ain't too privy of going in there when they first open up, you know, you got to kind of like give them their space and let them do what they do. But yeah, I checked out a couple of things, you know, for the merch part, yeah, you know.
What kind of holidays were they?
Oh, they was basically some two like clothing stores, something you know you can't fit, but you look in there anyway.
Hey, bro.
You know, hey, you got my size? Nope. If you got an ass, I ain't got it. One of them stores.
Okay.
Yeah, I ran up in some Targets, some Trader Joe's, a couple of things like that. Electronic stores, you know, some stuff going up and down. Yeah.
I went to Target this weekend. Okay. You know what? Target is very diverse. You know, say what you want about, you know, whatever community, your personal beliefs are your personal beliefs, but I am so happy that Target is in the race to be one of those stores that anyone can walk into and get whatever they need. I was happy to see that. Yeah. No matter what your race is, whatever your sexuality, you can walk into Target and get whatever you need.
I never had it. I never had a problem in Target. You know, everybody was, you know, willing to help you, wait on you, tell you where things are, everything. I never had a problem. You know, that's definitely a good store. Yeah.
I do. I shout out to Target.
All right.
This weekend, do you like museums, Big Mike?
Oh yeah, definitely that. Yeah, I used to go to the one we have here in Brooklyn. It was called the Brooklyn Museum. They had a lot of exhibits. Way before COVID, they actually had that King Tut exhibit. I think that was in 2000. I would have to say either 14 or 15, and then they had it there for maybe a week, and then it was gone. It was back up in the kind of, the big museums back up in Manhattan. But they had it there, exhibit for maybe a week or so, and then they had some Black African things from Zimbabwe, Nigeria. It was a exhibit they had, from Africa. And, I don't know what it is, but they'll keep like those exhibits within that Brooklyn Museum, maybe, like I said, for maybe a week, a hot 2 weeks, and then it's gone.
Really?
Yeah, it's gone. I mean, that's a beautiful museum. You come up here, you should definitely frequent that one. Visit that one. They have some good things there. But like I said, the exhibits, once they hit, they're gone.
It's over. Oh,
it's
wow.
Over. Yeah, it's over.
This weekend, I went to the Disabled Museum here. I believe it's in Hyde Park, but it's in Chicago. And I have gone to this museum before, but this time they have this exhibit called The March, which was fantabulous. We were talking about it on Sunday. Did I tell you about it on Sunday?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you definitely did mention that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like audio and visual, and then they have the virtual reality where it's like you're right there during the march, right? Mm-hmm. Where Martin Luther King is doing the march.
Exactly,
as part of the VR experience, you can actually interact with the people who are sitting on the lawns.
Mm-hmm. And you make it feel like you're actually there or you was there.
It does. Mm-hmm. Man. Like I was in there clapping and, I'm ready to do praise and worship listening. I know.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like who that? Thurgood Marshall right there? Yeah, that's him. Like, hey, there you go. I'm walking with Jesse. All right.
right.
You go. Yeah.
So I looked to my side with now I had used VR before and I did not have a good experience. So I was a little scared. Okay. My sons have that VR and he literally had to walk me out his room because I think my equilibrium was off.
Yeah,
but this
time you had that vertigo.
Man. He's like, Mom, are you all right? I'm like, I don't think so.
Wow.
I'm almost passed out. But when I had turned to the side with the VR on, you can interact with the people. So I turned to the side, and there was this old man, VR person, an old man, with his grandson watching Martin Luther King. It was powerful to watch. So
wow.
If you're in the area, make sure you check out. It's called The March. It's done by Time Studios. I believe it's a subsidiary of Time Magazine.
Right.
Yeah, it's called The March, and it's a really, really powerful exhibit. So if you are in the Chicago area and you want to check out something that's informative, check that out.
Yeah.
Go to the museum. Yeah. It's really, really nice. It's really nice.
Wow. Okay. Definitely that. I would definitely frequent that because, hey, like you said, you couldn't be in the march, but anything close to you can get to it. Hey, I'm definitely for that. They didn't have those things when we was coming up. You already know. So,
it made me wonder, as we were walking through, I wonder what our ancestors or people like Reverend Martin Luther King would have to say about us as a society right now, today, with everything that's going on, whether it's the school shooting that just happened in Texas, the mass murder that happened in Buffalo, the crime that's happening in many of our neighborhoods.
The black on black crime, period. I mean, that's why so much you couldn't focus towards, crime in itself. You would have to, you definitely paying attention to the black on black crime because it's right here in our community because we're actually shooting and killing our own. Shooting and killing our own. I mean, these are our mothers and grandmothers walking down the block. I mean, come on. A guy runs down the block, snatches a 90-year-old woman pocketbook. What are you going to get out of that? I mean, dude, you're less than a man to even attempt something like that. And to actually carry it out, that's not crazy. And this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Where you actually got to, you got to dump a whole clip to a gun in one guy. I mean, damn. Back in the day, it took one bullet. And if you hit him, you hit him. You didn't, you didn't. Not that you should have been shooting anybody anyway, but, come on. Isn't that like a little overkill? It's crazy. And it just shows you the mentality. They don't have it's no conscious, there's nothing going on upstairs. That's just very, I don't even like to elaborate on it. It's like this crazy. And it's sad. It's sad because we can talk about it here today, and God forbid we go outside tomorrow. I mean, not saying you where you're at, but we where we're at. It's like, hey,
definitely
look both ways and duck.
I agree, Pussy Talks. He would be like, this is not the world I remember, or the world that I died for, because that's what in essence, that's what he did for us. Exactly. That's what hurts. Exactly. That's what hurts. I
believe he would be hanging his head crying in shame.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I hang my head and cry in shame. And I think we spoke about this also, that when you come to a realization that you cannot save everyone, it hurts.
You can't.
It hurts because everyone isn't willing to open their eyes and believe that there could be something different than what we have right now.
Exactly. And I don't think it's that much anger in a person where at most times you might have that, but couldn't you channel that somewhere else, other than what you're doing? Because like I said, once you kill these people, they're not coming back. They're not coming back.
And that's something that many people have with them for the rest of their lives, that record. And it, unfortunately, it hurts more to have that on your record than not having a job and not having a record. Because it's one thing that I like to tell, especially young Black guys, if you don't have a record, you don't have any mark against you, there's no reason why you can't have, you don't have a lot of the limitations that a lot of men, especially my age, have. Right. You don't have a record, you don't have any of those limitations. You aren't doing anything because you don't want to at this point. That's just my stand on that. As a Black male, how do you feel about the not enough guidance right now for these guys, for these young men coming up right now?
I mean, you can say a lot about it, but it's the older group too. Like, our age, it's the older group too. So I would say, for the most part, the first, second, and third generation is like, it's it's sad. Once you start talking about it, it's sad because the people our age, their sons and grandsons, this is them. This is where they're at now. The uncaring, the non-focused, no compassion for anything. And this is where they're at. And they're led by example. Hey, my uncle is doing this. My dad is doing this. So why shouldn't I do this? And this is where they're at. And it's sad. Yeah.
So this is a perfect segue because I wanted to touch on the DL Hughley and Mo'Nique thing that's going on in the news right now. Both of them are parents. What do you? Both of them are parents. Out here acting a darn fool. I mean, they out here airing out all the dirty laundry. They need commercial machines right now.
Yeah, right. Remember those? Yeah, going to commercial. Yeah.
What is going on?
I mean, for the most part, being, both of them are comedians and anything, actors, good entertainers for the most part. And for him to say what he's saying and her to respond to that, well, that's just Mo'Nique. She's going to respond to that. So, but DL, he always been an outspoken guy, even when he was with the, Kings of Comedy and everything. And this go way back before them. He was always an outspoken guy. I don't know if you ever seen him stand up, any stand up comedy shops and stuff. But he's always been a stand up guy. No bodyguards, no security. Come right outside, smoke cigarettes like everybody else. Hey man, like that show? I didn't. Tell the truth guy. He's upstanding, tell the truth guy. I mean, from what he said, if he thinks was any truth in that, or what he's saying? Hey, only he would know. I'll leave it at that. Only he would know.
Before we got on air, I did a little bit more research. I wanted to see, because he hadn't posted anything. I follow them both on social media. DL is someone that I look for his posts every day. Like he always has something informative on there. But I have to wonder if maybe he was being a little egotistical, and maybe, I don't know, because they both have. This is one of the issues when you have two huge egos. It's like this, button heads, and it seems like
they both have them. Yep, they both have them.
Maybe that there was a little bit of the ego going on, and that's what the main issue is.
Right.
I mean,
once you get that status of entertainment, or that status where you want to be, I guess, where they want to be in their career, and they're set. So DL, but I'm not going to say that much with Mo'Nique, because you really can't read. Like I said, you really can't read what's in the tabloids, because you don't know what's in nobody's pocket or their bank account. Yeah. All we can say is what we have not seen her do. As for
she just got tapped
movies or pictures, anything like that. There you go.
Yeah, 50 Cent just tapped her.
Right, exactly. There you go.
The math, which do you watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's one of my go-to shows that I watch. But I mean, I know she may have had some money issues, and you know what? I don't know if you know what happened as far as the contract that she had with Netflix, and how this much is true. Black women are very much underpaid. In this scene, in Hollywood, or entertainment in the entertainment business. So I don't blame her for speaking up. Do you think that? And I'm asking you as a man, do you think that maybe it was her approach?
How she put it in order? You put it in order how you put things in order. As long as you don't forget anything, is my thing. But the approach, I wouldn't say it was the approach. It wasn't the delivery that I guess they wanted to hear what they wanted to hear first. And I guess that fell on deaf ears, like, hey, you should have thanked XYZ before you said XYZ. So, maybe that plays a part in it. 9 times out of 10, it does, because actually people want to hear what they want to hear first. And that affects, how you're going to go along and, with whatever contract you got. I don't know if it's in your contract to do so. You should be doing, what you're doing first, or thinking you should be thinking first. Or, maybe it didn't go that way and they didn't feel that way. And certain things happen. Like you said, a lot of times the women, they have these contracts and they're not getting paid what they should be getting paid. So, to get a thank you, you should be grateful for that. Even if she's giving you a thank you.
They were hearing so much dirty laundry out. She got real petty with it. Talking about he need aid dog, a guided aid dog to help him up on the stage. Wow. because he be drinking. What? I mean, she got real petty. She got real petty, but it happens. It definitely happens.
It does.
So, did you do anything for Memorial Day?
Nah, I kicked around on a couple of people's barbecues, looking at me like, what's up, Mike? And, I'm like, hey, what's going on with you? And he was like, no, let me drinking. I'm out. I'm good. I went and checked out some games. And that was it.
I agree.
I went and checked out some games. That was good.
I had a relaxing Memorial Day. On Sunday, we celebrated my son's birthday. We cooked out, celebrated his birthday. Yeah, Don, I saw what you had said. It's her husband. What happened there? I don't know. But she's in a rock and a hard place as far as that. I saw what DL had put, that her issue is with Hicks Entertainment, that's her husband's company, or that's their company. Hicks Entertainment, but Listen, just don't let it be no issue like Wendy and her husband. I love the girl Wendy Williams. Man, I wanted to get up there to New York to see her. Oh, look, she's one of my sheroes. I mean, that's another thing. Her delivery may not have been all, what it should have been. She probably brought more bad karma to herself the way she delivered it. But
exactly.
I respect her hustle. I respect what she was able to create in that space.
And that thing, and she's not apologetic either. So, that kind of rubs people the wrong way when you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, she should backpedal on anything she's saying, but if it's not fact, hey, be apologetic, be that woman, be that man. It's nothing to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. We all can't be right. Not at the same time anyway.
Right. I agree with what you said, Don, that people pay what they think you're worth. That's true. They say when you put value into this earth, you're going to get paid for it regardless.
Right.
You're going to get payment for it. And I mean, I believe that Mo'Nique is valuable. She's definitely valuable in that space.
Yeah, she is. She is. Mm-hmm. I loved her when she was on the park because I believe she made that show. And Countess Vaughn, and they made that show.
Yeah, she did. She did. It's a lot of it probably has to do with early on bad money management.
It is.
She should be getting paid Kevin Hart money. I wouldn't say Kevin Hart money necessarily, but she should definitely be getting paid a lot more than she's insinuating. Now, I don't know what's in those pockets. Mo'Nique says, I got you, but I don't know what's in your pockets. It's because
I think I read something
bad money management in the beginning.
Yeah. I think I read something where she was getting or she got like $50,000 for Precious.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I don't know how true that was. That was like nuts. That was crazy. I think I'd turn that down.
It was something crazy that she got paid. It was definitely less than $1 million for the amount of money that she that movie made. But again, that's why we have to pay attention to what we're signing. You have to read the contract.
Definitely that. I mean, you got to turn that over. That's when you got to get that magnifying glass and turn it over.
She's worth more than 100,000. See, bro, you clowning back there. You clowning back there.
100,000.
Come on.
Wow.
She worth more than 100,000. A lot of people won't be able to relate. Well, a lot of people will be turned off from Mo'Nique because she has to be aggressive sometimes. Listen, I have been in conference room where people have tried to talk all over me. Sometimes you got to raise up and speak up.
Okay, just like, this ain't going down. Here, sign that.
Drop her value.
Sign that. Because like I was telling you over the weekend, same thing with us. When we was doing security back in the day, guy comes in, hey, we're gonna make $110,000 off each guard. They're not even gonna see 26. Really? Things like that. You gotta, this ain't going down. This ain't going down. Your worth is what you say you're worth. That's your worth. Not what a person is actually putting a number on you. If you think you're worth 50,000, hey, take it. But you already know the taxes is coming out of that. You're not even worth what you just signed to. So always shoot high because they're gonna knock you low. That's what my father always told me. Shoot high because they're gonna knock you low. Stay 2 steps in front because they're gonna knock you one back.
That's right.
Exactly.
You have a number in your head and you go up higher than that. And then that way it'll come closer to that number that you really want.
Exactly, because that's what I wanted anyway.
Oh, I would pay about $50 for a Mo'Nique ticket. Absolutely. She's not one of my favorites. You know what? I rise with strong women. I don't care. I'm riding with strong women. So I'm not going to knock her down off her pedestal. But, I would definitely pay more for Kevin Hart. But he's, a little bit funnier to me than...
I'm not gonna say I'm a Kevin Hart fan. I don't like none of the movies. I don't know why I don't, but I don't see what he's funny to me.
Kevin Hart? Oh my God! What I love about him? He pokes fun at himself
Right. Now that's funny. That's funny because anytime you can make fun of yourself, that's funny. But you trying to make me laugh, that's not funny. Yeah. You talking about yourself, now that's funny because now you're being original. Once you pull the original out, you're gonna always have fun. Yeah, you're always gonna have that funny part right there. But don't try to make me laugh.
Don't try.
Don't try to make me laugh. Because I'm definitely funnier than you, man. No, man. You can tell me some stuff, but I can tell him some stuff. Yeah.
Oh, are you a comedian on the side?
Nah, I'm not a comedian. I just tell the truth on what I've been through, And it's your delivery. It's your delivery.
I'd rather see some,
Yeah.
Ziporh is vulgar and vicious. I like some more. Yeah. I like some more as well.
And my thing is, can you be funny without cursing? The swearing, and this and that, and that and this. You could do that. You don't have to be a mother effer this or to be that or this, that. Come on, you don't have to do that. Yeah. So we even got some comedians in my mom's church. They're crazy funny. They be talking about God. So, they don't make a joke about God, but the stories that's in the book.
Mm-hmm.
They bring out
I jokes about Father God.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Talking with them. Me getting
exactly.
I wasn't listening.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That part right there.
Mm-hmm.
We already know.
So before we go to break, I want to ask, she getting 500,000 a show or more? Yeah, she getting good money now. Yeah, so before we go to break, I want to ask anyone, are you interested in having a podcast? Are you interested in coming over to the Evening Rush Network via Charm City Network TV as well? Well, come on. You can join us. All you have to do is hit up Don, who's in the background producing. Tell him that you are interested in having a podcast, right? Big Mike, it's easy.
Go. Definitely that. It is easy. And download that Evening Rush app.
Okay.
Definitely that.
How do we get ahead? By supporting. How do you support? By if you are listening to this podcast right now, you got to hit the subscribe button. That's how you support us. Share this. Somebody may want to hear this message. They may be having a bad day and they want to they want to hear it from Vette and Big Mike just to get their spirits lifted. So make sure you share this, right?
Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Y'all know. Exactly. You're doing it for everybody else. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Thumbs up.
And when we come back, you guys, we are going to be talking about a subject that many of us have probably talked about at our kitchen tables. I know I have. We have talked about this in the dining room table. Can you separate the art from the artist? I say that because over the last week, I had a conversation about music and we got to talking about R. Kelly. And then I said, well, I had took all of his music off of my phone because I just couldn't support. And it was posed to me, well, the man has nothing to do with his art. And I thought to myself, can you separate the artist from the art? Let's talk about it when we come back, you guys. Make sure you stay tuned. And what do? Subscribe, share, like. Come on back.
There you go.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, Big Mike, help me out here. What is your take on this subject? Can you separate the artist from the art?
Me, I definitely can and can't. So that would have to be a slash question for me because I'm going to look at it like, all right, if you start off doing something positive and your music is good, it has nothing to do really with your music or what you're doing. But if you're that person behind it that, you know, I really can't say because it wasn't proven. A lot of things have been proven, but you got to look at it, as my grandmother would say, both sides of the mirror. Okay, the person has, or they're artists, or whoever they are. Let's take a carpenter. It's better to explain. Take a carpenter. You pay him for a job, he does a job, right? But you find out he beats his wife. Do you let him back in your house, or do you let him finish the job? His personal life has nothing to do with the job he's doing for you. You're paying him for the job he's doing for you. You're not paying him to beat up his wife. So I would say, support him. You would have to support him.
That's a tough one for me, and I feel shame for even saying this. So with R. Kelly, you know, after a while I did take him off because I was like, you know what, once I moved to Chicago and started hearing some of the stories, because I know people that were, you know, kind of in that circle. So they saw, you know, things or know people that know people.
Yeah.
You know, Chicago is a big city, but there's also
a small place. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like Brooklyn.
Yeah, just like Lackawanna, where I'm from, Buffalo, you know.
Yeah.
It's so everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. Exactly. So you hear stories and it's like, oh my God, like I was more disappointed, you know, I was so disappointed in him because I feel like as Black women, as a Black woman and as you know, as a young girl coming up, I thought about how we are so in so many ways we're preyed upon and nobody is there to protect us. And I felt like, dang, you know, he's a genius for us. He was one of our heroes, and he's supposed to protect us. And like, dang, R. Kelly, like, why? I can't separate it from him.
Yeah, the music, you know, the music has, for the most part, has nothing to do with his personal life. And like I said, you buy his music because you like his music. You know, you don't buy his music and you say, well, here's R. Kelly. Do I like R. Kelly? I know nothing about R. Kelly. All you know is his name and his music. So that's what you support, the music. You know, his personal life is his personal life. And then if we come back down to it, you know, what God tells us to do, judge not, lest ye be judged. So we got to look at it like, hey, I can't tell this guy, you know, I hate him, you know. He'll pay for what he did. No, I'm just saying he'll pay for what he did, right? You know, pay for what he did.
It was the scripture.
You hate him, you know what I'm saying? Hate us to hate. What they tell you? Don't be hating on haters, right? You can't hate them. Because if we had to prove it, right? If we had to go into court and prove it, we couldn't prove it. You couldn't prove it. Right. Whoever he done it to, you know, per se, allegedly. If these people were there and they're coming out saying he did this, all right, there's some grain of truth to that because they're there. It just happened to them, you know. But us in a whole, as a people, we can't say, hey, well, I don't like you because you did X, Y, Z. I wasn't there. All I know is what I heard. If I had to prove it that you did it, I couldn't, you know. For the most part, people were saying it. Yeah, people were saying it, but I don't know. And that's where we go wrong when we start passing judgment on somebody else because in the tabloids, in the news, you heard it, they said it, you seen a video of him doing X, Y, Z, okay. But if you had to actually prove it, we couldn't. Yeah. We couldn't. We don't want to say it. We don't want to say it to ourselves, but we couldn't, you know. And my thing is, I just stay out the judge seat, you know what I mean? Because getting that point where people are leaving out, hey, God is going to be looking at you like, so you're trying to do my job now, right? No.
Double whammy with the word.
Yeah, right? No. No, that wasn't me.
Not at all, Father God. Not at all.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Nah, bro. I'm trying to stand for what I did, you know, but that wasn't me. That was some backdoor action right there. Yeah.
Right. I know what happens when I'm trying to take the wheel and he trying to steer it. Man, you better sit your butt down, get in the passenger seat.
Yeah, exactly. You know, hey.
Passenger seat. Let him drive.
You know, for the most part, like anybody, you just pray for him and keep it moving. You know, hey, I feel for the brother. He's a good artist, made great music with a lot of great artists. You know, like all of us, we all go astray.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, we all go astray.
Michael Jackson is another one. I don't know how I feel about Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I have to put that one, you know, the same place, you know, because like I said, if we had to prove it, and it's kids that say yeah, and it's kids that say no, so who we gonna believe?
Oh no, there's no kids that ever say yes.
Yeah, there you go, you know. And he had got on interviews and said, you know, well, he's gonna sleep with me. He's gonna sleep in my room. So in the back of your mind, you'd be like, wait a minute, what are they accusing you of? Are you actually doing this? Because you just said on this interview, he's gonna sleep in your bed, he's gonna sleep in your room. You got a damn mansion. You ain't got no other rooms for this kid? Yeah. A lot of times stuff look weird.
What's so bothersome about stuff like that is that a lot of times that it's from families who don't have a lot of money, and it's like, oh my God, like you're sacrificing your child.
Yeah. Basically, that's what you're doing, because you know like I said, allegedly in the tabloids, he paid for families. You know, settlements have been taken. You know, things of that sort. You never know. Yeah.
Even back in the days when our parents were growing up, there was always something. What was his name? Jerry Lee Lewis. Remember?
Yeah. Great Balls of Fire. Yeah. Yeah. He had a 14-year-old wife, actually.
Oh God.
His wife was 14. He married her. She was 14. Yeah. Yeah, she was 14. Exactly. I remember that. Yeah.
What do you want with a child? Help me understand that one.
I don't know what you
help me understand what do you want with a child.
I look at it as maybe that person still has like a childlike mind, and they figure they can relate to that child. Because if you can't get with a person that's your age, you got to have like a childlike mind, because you relate to this child. You don't relate to any person, you know, that's older. So you got to have like a childlike mind.
That's a different way of looking at
it.
You
know, you just a damn pedophile altogether. I mean, you could be that too.
It's the power dynamic for me that I believe. I've noticed that a lot of men seek out certain types of women or certain type of females, I should say, because all of them are women. They seek out. And the same with females. Some females seek out. You agree?
Yeah. For the most part, I do. I've seen it, you know, all right here in Brooklyn, just living in Brooklyn. You can see that, you know, when a guy, you know, approaches a woman, it's never like back in the day. You know, it's never like, well, let me hold the door to you, you know, for you, whatever. And if you notice, the girl would get out the car herself. The guy would never come around, you know, like how we grew up back in the day, seeing our fathers get out, open the door for our mother. You would see, what, get the hell out the car. What you waiting on? Your leg broke? You ain't driving. You know, and then you got to pump the gas and everything, right? Well, damn, you ain't driving. Ain't you go pump the gas? Hell, you all sorts of crazy business. You know what I mean? That's where we are.
Yeah,
you know, that's where we are.
I've seen less men hold the door open for me than I have hold the door.
In my building, they tell you, I won't even get there. Yeah, they can tell you, I won't even get off the elevator unless every woman is off that damn elevator. I don't even care.
Yeah.
And like, Mike, go ahead. No, I'm good. No, Mike, go ahead. I'm good. We be in there debating. Go ahead. No, you go. Yeah, no, I'm good. Back and forth.
That's how it's supposed to be. I'm so old school, Big Mike. I'm very, very old fashioned with certain things. I remember when my boys were coming up, I would teach them, you know, hold the door open. That's you know, being
I grew up like that same way.
Yeah.
Same
I
way.
think some things, what is it? Chivalry should not be lost.
Yeah,
bring it back, gentlemen. I'm telling you, you get some brownie points with that. Hold the door open, and don't just hold it open to showboat. Hold it open because you mean that. You know,
exactly.
You mean that.
Yeah, because down south,
are you romantic like that?
Oh yeah, definitely that. Yeah, flowers on Mother's Day, anything. You know, flowers when it ain't even Mother's Day. I'm like, hey, I just seen these, and I was thinking about you. You know, oh okay. I mean, I couldn't, but I still got them. Yeah, you know, don't forget you not. Yeah, you go.
Don,
like, yeah.
Don, bro, you're married. Do you still send the forget me not flowers or I'm thinking about you flowers?
Oh yeah, you know he probably do. I seen it inside of that car, bro. I ain't gonna tell on you. I ain't gonna say nothing, bro.
Well, this is when people were in the office. Everybody's not in the office, but
Exactly.
it's something else when you get flowers sent to the office and everybody.
Oh yeah, like everybody looking at that, right? Like, who sent those?
Oh, you sent teddy bears and treats.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
Yeah, send me some Black Forest gummies.
All right, if you can find them.
Right.
Some babies is hard to find, right?
The grocery store shelves are it's crazy bare right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy bare right now. I went to the store and I think my bill came up to $86 and I had 2 bags.
Wow.
2 bags.
I went Cat's Delicatessen. I bought 3 sandwiches and that was $83.
Oh, just for 3 sandwiches.
Yeah, it's Cat's was like a favorite famous restaurant out here in New York. So they have one in the mall. It's still high. It's still high.
What's a
like
good
1
sandwich to eat?
I mean, you can get a roast beef brisket, anything like pastrami, or it used to be big. I mean, the sandwich used to look like a small baby back in the day. You can eat them for maybe like 2-3 days. Now it's like what? A little small thing, like that. Knock that out.
There's a restaurant out where I grew up at, called Steve Pigs and Ox. I remember being a little kid. The sandwiches were like that big. You can literally take some of the meat off and make
make 2-3 more. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. They had the pickle on there. Now.
Yeah. What? Put that thing in your pocket and go home. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you have to lift the bread up.
Yeah,
Seriously, I was so shocked and disappointed. A few of my favorite restaurants back at home because I feel like Buffalo has the best food.
Okay, yeah, they do.
Back at home, they
do. I know their wings is off the chain.
Man, it's not just the wings. I'm telling you, when we do our family reunion, when the Evening Rush Network gets together, we gonna have to not only do Manhattan, New York, Brooklyn. You guys are gonna have to come up to the Falls. And get some of that good food from Buffalo. I done been a few places, and hands down, Buffalo has the best food. And I'm not just bragging; they really do. It's what it is. It's a lot of mom and pop shops still there.
Yeah, it is. It's still there. Exactly.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of what are those chain restaurants there? There's some, but more mom and pop shops, so you can actually get something that tastes like it's out your kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it's up here. All that stuff is gone.
Is it? What's a good pizza shop to go to in Brooklyn?
I mean, you got a lot because you can go from Coney Island back to Williamsburg, back to. It used to be one good one downtown Brooklyn, but that's gone. I mean, if you're going with the best, I would have to say it's a brick oven one somewhere in Coney Island. It was like, I think it was a Surf or Mermaid, one of those. It's the last brick oven pizzeria that was out there. He was the best one to me when I was out there.
They don't have many brick oven pizzerias there anymore?
I mean, Williamsburg does, and that one in Coney Island, they do. Anybody else, like inner the part of Brooklyn? Nah, I didn't see anybody. Everybody else stuff is like, old school ovens, aluminum ovens like that. Nothing brick. Those are only 2 brick ovens I know about. The one in Coney Island, the one in Williamsburg, down in Dumbo, and it's another another one down in Dumbo. That's not even city.
Yeah, that brick oven pizza is different.
Oh yeah,
it's not my favorite. It's different. First time I ever had it was down in Manhattan.
Okay.
I was on 5th Avenue.
There
was a spot inside of one of the buildings there that had it.
Yeah.
So what's your plans for this week? Anything interesting coming up this weekend? We had a long weekend, so before we know it, it's going to be a new weekend coming.
I mean, I kind of look at that. I take it day by day because you never know. You never know what's going to, if you're even going to make it to see the weekend. So, you know, I don't even put those things in front of me. I'll take one at a time.
Yeah.
You know, and I try not to plan because you already know when you plan. Plans tend to fail. You know,
you sound like my
it
mother.
doesn't work out. Yeah, it never
That's
works
what she
out.
always say.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Me, I like to plan a little bit.
Yeah, you like to plan a little bit, but you know, ahead of time, like you know, for that weekend, like you saying that weekend, I couldn't see past today is Tuesday. I couldn't see past Thursday. That's why I would have to stop. You know, I got things for Thursday, but not that. That's it. You know.
Oh, tomorrow is June 1st, and Juneteenth is coming. Juneteenth is actually my oldest daughter's birthday, June 19th. We celebrated last year. Yeah, right. Juneteenth is they have a parade in Buffalo, Juneteenth, every year.
Okay.
And last year was the first year that we celebrated. Are you guys planning on doing anything for Juneteenth or any type of celebration? We'll stop celebrating the 4th of July and they celebrate Juneteenth instead.
Yeah. I mean, that probably might be our next, you know, big holiday. That's what New York goes, you know. But anything like that, they mostly do a lot of that stuff, you know, Midtown, Uptown, Soho, things like that. You know, you got to kind of like, Brooklyn has a lot of things, but like silent until it happens, you know. But for the most part, everything is like Manhattan, Midtown.
Oh, something may have happened. Are you there, Big Mike? Okay, well, okay. I see, I hear you, but I don't see you, Big Mike.
You don't see me now?
And I see a black screen.
What?
Oh, I feel like I'm in a scene from that movie Soul. I feel like I'm in the scene of that movie Soul where he's going down into the black mist of nothingness. That's one of my favorite animations right now. Is Soul. I think Jamie Foxx plays the star in that movie. I every time my little nephew comes over, or some little kid comes over, I want to watch Soul. That gives me an opportunity to watch it again, or I'll just put it on myself and watch it. Bro, have you ever seen Soul? Are you back there? I like Soul, and what's the other one? In Canito, or what is the name of that one? I can't think of the name of it, but it's another good one. Your kids love it. So what's that other one? It's not Incognito, in Canteen, something. I can't think of the name of it, but that's another good one. I'll sit there and watch Soul back to back, just like I'll watch Coming to America too, back to back. I think I've watched that movie probably 10 or 15 times. It's definitely one of my favorites. I like it more than I like number one. Honestly. So what do you guys have planned? Let me know down in the chat if you are watching the replay of this. Let me know what you guys have going on. If you are in the Chicago area, let me know some sites that I can go to over the weekend. My goal is to get out of my own shell and not be as much of an introvert as I have been. I am very, very something like that in Canton. I'm saying it wrong. I'm gonna have to look it up. But my goal is to come out of my own shell and stop being so shy and find some places to go to on my own if I have to, or with somebody. You know, I don't mind a date here. You know, I have no issues with that. Yeah, with the Spanish Family with the Powers. Yep, I love that. That's another good cartoon. Don, what you got going on this weekend? Anything going on with you? I don't really have much going on this weekend. This month is definitely going to be busy for me. I got my nephew's graduation on the 12th. Then my daughter's birthday is June 19th. We're going to be celebrating that with her. Juneteenth weekend as well. Father's Day. weekend is coming as well.
And then I got I got tomorrow. You already know the Evening Rush, so make sure everybody tune in. We got DJ GMF up there, Project Sound. So we'll be doing an interview with him. I'm gonna actually be on Chronicles of a Black Sheep this weekend on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
I watched that today too.
I'm gonna be co-hosting on their show this weekend. But other than that, like a lot of work. I got a big announcement tomorrow on the show. Going off of the Evening Rush Network. Shout out to Realms Relaxation Hour. They just got syndicated in Atlanta. So yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's
all
up.
the shows have been working, man, and see a lot of big things coming from all the shows. So that's where we at, man.
Listen, I can't wait till we meet up in July. I told you I'll be there July. I think I'm gonna take a whole week and just stay there and just work.
We gonna party when you're here.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I was telling my girlfriend yesterday. I talked to her. Maybe it was this morning. I'm like, yeah, because I got to help her with the baby shower and stuff like that. But that's on July 9th. So I think that I'm going to either come in on July 7th, right after the 4th of July, and then stay there to that next weekend, because it's been a while. I haven't seen her since last year. And plus she has a new little grandbaby coming. Girl. So yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, I think I'm thinking it's going to be a week that I'm there. So we have to meet up. We definitely have to meet up, get the family together. I was checking out Envy's page today.
Oh, shout out to Envy's Creation. Like she just did the shirts for my twins' birthday party, and they came out great. We had a great weekend. That's my weekend was mostly that. Saturday we went. I had all the kids with me. So good, man.
Did it?
Celebrated my two twins' third birthday. Then yesterday I had the big barbecue in the backyard for them. Yeah, we cooked out.
They enjoyed this.
I think that's what burnt me out yesterday. Putting the backyard together all day. And I definitely want to shout out all the DJs that did their thing on Memorial Madness weekend. Like from Saturday all the way to yesterday. You know what I mean? Shout out to GMF, Sue Young. Who else? Man, so many DJs. DJ Shug. DJ Selector Fry. DJ Big Chris. Eddie OJ. And DJ Two Ball Kane.
What was it, on the radio or something, bro?
Yeah, it was on the Evening Rush Network app. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora is still up.
Download it. You can download it.
Yes. So make sure y'all download it. Y'all can still hear each and every one of them. So the music is there. It'll be on the eveningrushnetwork.com tonight. It's just been so hard of a weekend. You hear it in my voice. I'm tired.
I know.
Like, the party didn't stop all weekend, man. And, like I said, a lot of big things coming with the network. Shout out to Rachel J. Soon she's going to be in a good place. Your girl Rachel J.
Shout out to my girl Rachel J. I cannot wait to have her on here, you guys. Y'all know I love me some Rachel J. She's the opening for Think and Grow with Vette Green. That's her song. Yeah. She writes her stuff, man.
Yeah, shout out to LaQuasia. We working. We in the studio working. We gotta
get her up here, bro. We gotta get her up here.
Yeah, listen, I done got hit up by everybody. They ready. It's just a matter of time. Things has just been moving. So you know how you gotta slow down for a minute to handle all of that business, and then make things happen. Mm-hmm. So that's all it is, man. But yes, she will be. She's gonna have her own show on the Evening Rush Network. That's coming. So that's in the works. Yeah. So she'll definitely be on the network. Like I said, we got a lot of big things coming. You know, the year's closing out, getting ready to close out, and it's time to party. Like, y'all know how we give it up.
Listen,
But
I'm fully expecting September to have a whole the Evening Rush Network party with Charm City TV as well.
Oh, you
bro.
already know, man.
With Charm
Shout out
City
to
TV because he nigga not that far from the city. Okay.
Shout out to all my sister stations, yo. We would not be where we are as a family without my sister stations. Shout out to Charm City Direct TV. Shout out to ACS Productions. Shout out to EAJ Radio, EAJ 1023 Radio, and now our newest sister station, Street Madness TV. I mean, Street Madness Radio.
Yeah,
So,
they hit me
listen.
up. They hit me up this morning. I was talking to them. I said, "Yeah, we got to do something." I love how this really is a family and how everybody support everybody. Even if you can only be on there for a little while, the support is major. It's major. Even E Digger, you know, I can hop in E Digger's box, you know, and man, I miss you, bro. I do. I miss you, bro.
Listen. He'll tell you he a phone call away all the time. He do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So we all keeping it like 100 when we say we're a family, and that's what I love about the network. You know, in a whole. You know what I mean? We started off as single podcasts, but now we one big family.
Yeah.
So,
Get the family reunion together. Get the family reunion together.
It's definitely coming. This summer.
Tell Envy I want some of them treats. Man, she had me salivating at my desk today.
Listen. First of all, them cupcakes this weekend was was phenomenal. That was
party?
Yeah, that was the only thing I could eat was the cupcake, and I can only have one because I've been like counting my carb intake.
Oh, so okay.
I only had one, and it was like, amazing. Then
that
she
strawberry
did
crunch cake, man.
Yeah, she did that strawberry crunch Spider-Man cake, and I can't eat it. I couldn't eat none of that because it's strawberry, and I'm allergic to strawberries. But they tore that up. They tore that up.
Not bad.
So, but I'm still, I still want my brownies, of course. Envy's brownies.
Sorry about that. A little technical.
Hey, Big Mike. We were just closing it out too. We were just.
Oh wow. I'm sorry about that. When they hit me with the lights again. My apologies, people.
Yeah.
But listen, like I was saying, man, I appreciate y'all definitely. Vette, you, Mike, all y'all, by coming to the network, sticking by us from the beginning, and so we just trying to show that love back. Like I said, we got a lot of big things coming. It's gonna be a lot of syndication coming for all of us, and we taking the network to another level right now.
We gonna have to come up with one of those.
I mean, this always happened to me when
we gotta be throwing rock signs.
We gotta throw up something. What we throwing up, bro? I say the peace.
Throwing up some rock signs.
Yeah, right. Use something, right? With the love joints, the peace joints,
Right. This is what we throwing.
Yeah, I'm about to get my white flag. Where's my white flag?
Okay.
I gave up.
Listen, I'm gonna let y'all take it out. Once again, I appreciate everybody.
Thanks,
for tuning
bro.
in. You already know what it is, man.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much again for joining us today. Give me a round of applause for my brother, Big Mike, over here.
Thank you. I'm trying. Thank you.
Make sure you stay tuned on the network because my brother's show is coming up next, and we're going to be back at it. This is what we do.
Thank you. We try to make it happen. Thank you for sticking by us. Keeping the love.
We're making it happen. You got anything positive to send the listeners out with?
Definitely that. Hey, stay positive, stay focused, keep your prayers up. All we can do is keep trying, stay in the struggle. We got to make a change and make it happen.
Amen. And I'll just say this is something I get real creative sometimes. And this is something that I a lot of times I talk to myself and I said, we're afraid to look at the possibilities because we have been trained and conditioned not to see them. So if you got the blinders on right now, you can take the blinder off. Take the blinder off. I take my blinders off.
Exactly.
Have a great week, you guys. Love you, and make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Stay on the Evening Rush Network.
Definitely that. Definitely that. Thank you.
8 o'clock, right, bro?
Oh yeah.